Hey, how you doing? This is Tristan here. Now, this is going to be a fun kind of video because I kind of want to explain or tell the story, I guess, of how Disneyland changed my whole perspective on money. Now, you see, recently my dad and my brother went to Disneyland, went to America, and the thing is that I was actually able to pay for that entire trip. So we also went to like Universal Studios, we went to like Vegas, we went to New York, we went to the Grand Canyon, like we done a whole thing. And actually me and my brother are wrestling fans, so we all went to WrestleMania. So that was kind of cool, so we all sort of, sat there and watched that. So the whole sort of point of this video, it's a fun video, I want to show you some pictures of the roller coasters that we went on. And I think there's some kind of funny facial expressions going on, so I'm going to show you those. But there is a serious side to this, because I think, as you know, a lot of people think making money is bad, a lot of people think being rich is bad, and people just have really bad negative outlooks on money itself. And that's really limiting, and it holds you back. And my whole perception sort of changed when I was able to sort of provide this for my family, to be able to sort of, take my dad and my brother overseas. We'd never been overseas before, and to do all these amazing things, it kind of like clicked. It sort of something, so it was like a shift that sort of said that, that I realized that money was actually good, that you can actually do a lot of good things with money. It gives you power to do good. And I was like literally able to create happiness and joy and stuff in my brother and my dad, simply because I had enough money to afford to go on the entire trip. So anyway, I thought it would be kind of funny and kind of cool if I showed you some of the actual pictures. Now these are the pictures that, when you go on the rides and the roller coasters and stuff, and they flash the pictures, but you don't know where the camera is, so you sort of get the funny facial expressions. I think they're kind of funny, particularly my dad. He has crazy facial expressions, so I want to show you some. The first one is actually from Universal Studios. It's the Jurassic Park ride. Now, there's the whole thing, and I'll just get closer so you can actually see, and I'll point out who's who. Okay, that's me there. That's my brother Reese, and that's my dad. Now, if we go a little bit closer on my dad, I think his face is kind of funny, considering this ride is not a very severe ride. We're not even in our own seats. We're not like buckled up or anything. We're just all sitting there together. And I don't know. This is my brother. He seems to be almost angry at the ride. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but he is, just intense, I guess. But I think that's funny, because Dad seems to be like overreacting, because it's like, it's not a roller coaster. It's just we're all sitting in a big sort of booth thing. All right. Let's see. What's the next one? Oh, this is the Hollywood Tower. You can't really see this one very well because there's like a whole heap of random people. That's me and Reese there. That's me, and there's my brother with the Mickey Mouse ears on. So it's actually a pretty cool ride. They take you up real high, and they drop you, and you can't see. So then they open up, and you realise that you're miles, up in the air, and then they just drop you. So it's actually a pretty cool ride. All right, this actually has a funny story behind it. I'll go up so you can see it. That's my brother there pointing to my dad. That's my dad, and that's me looking crazy. This is what's this one called? California Screamin', which is at Disneyland. This is funny because this is right at the end of the ride, so my dad kind of looks calm here, but this is the ride that almost gave my dad a heart attack. But the funny thing was, I'm sitting, as you can sort of see, I'm sitting behind there in the back of the sort of car, and me and my brother up the front, and this is where my dad screamed and squealed like an absolute little girl. And the funny thing is, I was sitting behind, and I could hear the screams, but I literally thought it must have been like a lady sitting behind me or something. But then I could hear my brother laughing, and then I realised that it was my dad. And so we pretty much bagged him out for the rest of the trip, which is funny because Dad always, thinks, that he can beat us in like sports and everything. He kind of thinks he's all that, and then he squeals like a little girl on the roller coaster. So me and Reese found that quite entertaining. This is from the Mummy ride. This is another good picture of Dad's face. Where are we here? Alright. That's me there, and that's Dad there with the big wide mouth, and that's my brother there, just sort of posing for the camera almost. Me and my brother kind of we try to work out where the cameras are and pose for them. This is Space Mountain, which is at Disneyland. This one really isn't that funny. There it is. It's a cool ride, but it's not that intense. But yeah, I just want to show you one last picture. This was actually when we were in Vegas. This was, out of all of the rides, this was the best. This roller coaster was like just kick ass, man. I mean, it was awesome. It was, what was it called? The roller coaster at New York, which is in Las Vegas. There you go. That's just me and Reese. Dad didn't go on this one. It looked a little too extreme. But as you can see, there's no posing in these photos. We're both holding on. We had no idea where the camera was, and Reese is just holding on for dear life there, and I'm just looking down at what was to come. It's actually that. This was the best roller coaster we went on because like Disneyland's kind of it's for like little kids, so you know, we kind of could handle all the rides. And Universal Studios is cool, but yeah, that one was crazy because they like take you straight up, like you're sort of leaning back, and you look out and you're actually taller than the buildings, and then you're just creeping up and then just drops you, and it's intense roller coaster. But yeah, so I just want to show you some photos and stuff like that of a cool little time that we had, and like the whole point of this little video was, you know, to show you, to laugh at my dad really, but to also sort of make you aware that society, I guess, was sort of bought into the belief that money's bad, that you shouldn't have money. But if I didn't have money, then none of this would have happened, and you know, all the memories and all the good times and all the pictures and stuff like that wouldn't have even existed. But it was only because I had money that I was able to do that. And it was a great thing. Like, I swear, like, the day that I actually told my brother and my dad that this is what we're going to do, you know, I had tickets in my back pocket and stuff like that. That was one of the best days of my life, and just because I could see the happiness, the joy, and the shock in their eyes. It was crazy. It was like one of the best moments I've ever had. So yeah, being able to do that is an amazing feeling. And you know, people chase money, but what you're really chasing is what you can do with money, and you can do a lot of good things with money. And you know, Disneyland's a cool place. Like, especially if you have kids, if you have like young kids, like we were kind of a little too old to really enjoy it because they have a lot of stuff there for like little kids. But if you have young kids, man, I'd suggest just take them there because it's awesome. Like, you know, I mean, I'm 21 and it kind of blew my mind. So if you have little kids, it's just they'll remember it forever, and they'll never forget it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the my little photo tour here, and but remember, the beliefs on money, you need to have strong positive beliefs on money, because strong negative beliefs will hold you back. And if those have a strong hold on you, you're never going to achieve what you want to achieve. And then the truth is, and the real reality is, that money can allow you to do a lot of good, fantastic, amazing things. Just not just for you, but for the people that you love, and for the rest of the world. It's an incredible feeling. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Cheers.